Hi everybody, it's Kristin and I have a haul video for you guys. So I know I just did my August haul, but as you know, I went to Canada and I went to IMATS, did some shopping with some ladies at Sephora, a few gifts that I want to share with you as well. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it. So I'm gonna not really do these in any sort of order. I'm just gonna kind of grab things and show you. So the first thing that I want to show you is what I picked up at Shoppers. And this is going to be no surprise to any of you. Any of you that have heard me talk about these before. So I got 4 of these cotton rounds. I kind of joked in my vlog that I asked if I could buy them by the case. I didn't actually ask if I could buy them by the case, but I kind of thought about it, quite frankly. Can you just ship that to my house? So I bought 4 of these cotton rounds. There's just something, we were having this discussion at Shoppers with the ladies that had come out to shop with, you know, to hang with me and shop with me or whatever. And I said, there's just something about these. I've tried Swispers. I've tried just about every other sort of cotton round. But there's something about these, the texture, they don't fall apart. They're just really my favorites. They're absolutely my favorites. I think I got my first like pack of those maybe from Norma a while back and just have really enjoyed them. So I want to show you this while I'm at it. This is from Shoppers too. This is a really cute reusable bag that Alice bought for me when we were checking out there, and it has like, you know, Toronto, Halifax, St. John's, Montreal. It says all the cities on it. It's just a really great size to toss in my car. Okay, so I've taken everything out of the bags and put it all in one, you know, sort of congregated area. And I think I have the things together properly that people gifted me. So, Drea from Drea CN, you guys have heard me talk about her a good amount and talked about it on my vlog channel. She had a little bag of fun for me, and it had this cool brush in it that's kind of like, I think there's a MAC brush that is synthetic on one side and natural hair on the other side. Both sides are very, very soft. It's a powder brush. So this is the Cool Professional Powder Brush. That's all that it says on it. Cool is a brand that you can only, obviously, like the cotton rounds, that you can only get in Canada. So I'm excited to try that. I'm going to stick that right here to be washed so I can give that a shot. And then she gave me 2 lipsticks. This is from, I think they have different lines. Again, it's from Quo. This is the Velvet Kiss Rouge. And look at this packaging. Isn't that pretty? And you push up from the bottom and then it pops out. And this first shade is shade number 8. And it's just so pretty. I probably could have worn that today. I have all these stuff kind of set. That's kind of what I do for the most part. If I feel like I'm going to film a haul in a short period of time, then I just set everything to the side. And then this is the shade number 1, same line. And it's a really pretty bright pink. So that's 8 and that's shade number 1. I reserve the right to say, oh, she also gave me, in case I come across something else, I just can't remember, as I have them pulled out in this, you know, in this pile of fun. So, but I do want to say thank you so much, Drea. It was so nice to meet you and your husband. We hung out for hours. In case you don't watch my vlog channel, Drea drove over. It was about an hour drive for her, and we had, look at it, it's like we're chatting. I've got my coffee. We had dinner together. We talked for like 3 hours, and then we ended up going out and singing karaoke. I'll list the vlog below when I was in Canada. It was actually like the second half of August. I had just vlogged bits and pieces. I'll try to remember to put that below. Otherwise, just check out my Game Time channel. But we had such a good time. She's such a sweetheart, just beautiful person inside and out. Her husband was great as well, and we just had a really good time. So thank you again for the sweet gifts. All right. So maybe I'll just continue on the guess, and then I'll do what I picked up at IMATS and that sort of thing. I'm going to try anyway. So Alice, again, you can see all these lovely ladies on my vlog channel. She gave me a sweet package. Oops, I just dropped a brush. And the first thing they pulled out, I believe, this is the first thing they pulled out, is this beautiful scarf. I just love navy blue. It's just one of my favorite shades, and this is a really nice light scarf, so this can be worn, I would say, you know, spring and fall as well as in the winter, but it has a nice light feel to it. I love that. Also in my package were these Victoria Vogue. I think she said she got these on Amazon. So Victoria Vogue Ideal, like D-E-A-L tips, and so these are Q-tips. That's what it was. So cotton swabs, I guess, would be the technical name for it. I'm going to try to open this up and show you one. So there you go. That's flat on one side like that, and then it's pointed on the other side. And I think then when we went to Shoppers, we saw some maybe by Quo, I think, that were the same sort of shape. So thank you so, oops, I'm having issues with the packaging. So thank you so much to Alice for that. And then I have to show you this. I got you, I wish that my reaction to opening this was on camera, and you may be like, Kristin, it's a MAC shadow, but guess what? It's Blanc Type in Pro Pan form. You can't get this anymore. When she heard me talk about this, she went on a search and found one for me, and I'm so thankful. Thank you so, so much, Alice. It's just my favorite brow bone, clean up the outside. I use a shade like this every single day, so I can put this back into my, I have a quad that has MAC Soft Brown, MAC Wedge, MAC Quarry, and then I had this Blanc Type in it. And it's just, I like to grab it, and I can use it with any singles. I can use it with any palette that maybe doesn't have transition colors. So thank you so much. You guys are probably like, all right, Kristin. So truly, thank you. All right, so let's move on to IMATS, what I purchased at IMATS. I didn't get a ton of things there, but I got a few things, and I spent the biggest chunk of money at Eve Pearl, but before I do that, I'll show you these first. So we stopped at Velour, and the only mink lashes that I've ever tried, I think, are the ones from Inky Minky, and then, are those faux mink? I can't remember, but I have lashes from Inky Minky, and then the ones that I've been using for a long time now that I really like from Esquito. So we were over there, and they were $20 a piece, which is a really good price, and that was Canadian, so I think it was $17 or $18 a piece for me. So the first pair that I got, this is the pair in You Complete Me. These are the most calm of the lashes that I got. I just really like this, where they're shorter on the inside and then a little bit longer on the outside. And it's actually Sunday morning, and we are headed to church here in a little bit, or I probably would have put one of those on, but I didn't think that was probably appropriate for church, false lashes. I'll wear false lashes to church if it's calmer ones, but these are, a little more intense. So these ones, is this the one with a fun name? It is. It's Show Fluffy. Let's see if you can see that. I'm not sure if you can. And these are really nice packages, by the way. They could probably spend a little less money on packaging and a little more, make the lashes a little more available, but check those bad boys out. Can you see from the side how fluffy they are? And I don't have anything like this. So I decided to kind of play and try these out just a little bit. Definitely not something I would do every day. And then the last pair are called See-Through. And, oh, this one's coming off the thing a little bit there, but you guys can see kind of how those look from the side. And so we'll see. I will definitely have this on in a video at some point. Maybe I'll do a get ready with me and throw those on. And then I purchased their glue. This is the one that dries clear. It's the white glue. I think it's just called Lash Adhesive. Nothing super fancy about that. And then they had their tool on sale as well. And I have, a couple of tools. I have the one from, where is it? Tink Sky, this one that I got on Amazon. And that's one that I just hit my elbow. That's one where you set them on, like this, and then you can pull the corners in. This one, I think I've seen Wayne Goss use one like this, and so it looks like this. So this is one where you would hold it and then you would set them in from the side. So I'm going to kind of play around and see which one I like better. This also has a comb on the other end so that you can kind of marry up your lashes with the lashes or comb them out if you need to, since some of them are so fluffy. Oh, I cracked myself up. See, I reserved the right to find something else. This is a beautiful mirror that also was included in my gift from Drea. So it's got a magnification here and a regular mirror here. And it says, "Hello, lovely." So I knew that there was something else I was going to come across in here. Okay, so we were over by Eve Pearl, and I don't remember that I've tried much of anything from Eve Pearl in my makeup life here. So there's a kit that I purchased, and I'll show you in a second. I don't have it in the box anymore because I took it out of the box to pack to come home. But before I get to that, there are two separate things that I purchased. So This I'm really excited to try. It's the Eve Pearl Priming Moisturizer Treatment. It says primer to smooth and prep, moisturizer to hydrate, and it also says skin treatment with astaxanthin. I'm gonna put it up here so you guys can see. And so I'm gonna figure out what that is. I'm gonna do reviews on this stuff, obviously, but I just wanted to show you that. This I think was 52 Canadian and it was on sale for 26. I say Canadian because I can't do that quick in my head. My work friend that I was visiting when I was up there, she was like, oh, well, that's blah, blah, blah. She does that calculation in her head. The other thing I got, I've never heard anybody talk about this. This is the Long Lasting Coverage Flawless Complexion Cream by Eve Pearl. So you're supposed to shake it, and there is oil in it. It did leak just a little bit for me when I was traveling. I don't think I had the cover on tight. So it has one of these sort of little things. And I'm gonna just see if I can get the littlest bit of it here. So you can see how much it covers. And they said it's great for dry skin. I can't do this in the viewfinder. So it gives really nice coverage. So we'll see. We'll see. It's a good match. It looks like it's too light when you first put it on, but when you blend it out, it's a great match. So I'm excited to give that a try. I was trying to, you know, get things that I couldn't just, at IMATS, I mean, that I wouldn't just normally get or have tried. All right, so next was the kit that I purchased. And, oh, I forgot about these. All right, I had to have a moment of getting out the brushes that I got to show you. Okay, so there was this kit that was, again, I apologize that I'm saying Canadian, but I can't, I'll try to figure out the conversions or something. It doesn't really matter. It was $350 some Canadian for this kit, and it was on sale for $120. So roughly $100. And it had 2 brush sets and then 4 things. So let me show you or not brush sets, 2, I say sets because it's dual-winded. So it has a face highlighter brush. Oh, it's just called the fan highlighter number 204. So this one, these are really soft. It has a fan on this side. And then this side is more of like a fluffy, you could highlight with this. I wouldn't do any concealer with it, but you could certainly highlight with it. So that brush was in there, and I don't, but for travel, I find them to work pretty well. So this is a double-ended, it says Contour Blender. So it has a flat top, nicely dense kabuki sort of style on this side. I keep having to pause to sneeze. That's not a good sign. I really hope I'm not getting sick. And then on this side is a flat foundation brush, and you'll see why they included this brush here in a moment. So where did I put? Lost the pile of products. So the first thing that's in there is called the HD Dual Foundation in Fair, and this is a cream compact. That you see, I've played around with a little bit. So. All right, so it's a cream compact. I'm sorry, there's like crazy noises going on here, so I keep having to like awkwardly stop. And let me give you a little, they're very creamy, and the 2 shades are, you can see, there's, you know, this one definitely is lighter. So, and they did, you know, send a card with it or whatever that shows that you would, kind of like what we know, it shows you where you would put shade number 1 and shade number 2. And just kind of, what's interesting, now this did travel, but it kind of, there's kind of like, do you see how there's oiliness around? I'm going to try to show you this. As I show you my tripod. There's like oiliness around the edge of the mirror. That's interesting. But when I travel, I just never know what, you know, what's going to happen to my makeup. What's interesting is usually when I've used creams like that in the past, and it's been a very long time, which is why I decided to give it a shot. Usually I will find that it is, dry, like it will pull every dry piece of skin I have off my face, and those just don't seem to feel like they're going to do that, so I'm excited to try. And then this is the Dual Salmon Concealer. The Salmon Concealer is obviously what you guys have heard about, and I was telling my friend that I was traveling with, Michelle, she got this kit as well, so I'm excited to hear what she has to say. So it has the peachier one here and then the lighter one here for concealing, and I'll give you those. Again, and again, this isn't fair. Okay, then there was a face, it says the Ultimate Face Compact in here, and it does have 4 quadrants, but these are tiny. So I'm trying to think of, so here's my favorite blush brush, the cosmetics one. You can see that, I don't know that you're actually going to be able to do that, but I feel like it's going to make a really pretty blush. I'm just gonna swirl it together. Well, you can see there, that is it swirled together. It is really pretty. And that's kind of what I thought. I thought, well, it would be a nice blush. If I really had to, I could probably pull different things out of there, but I thought it would just be a nice, pretty blush, and it was kind of a nice add-on to the other products I would try. I don't think you're actually going to be able to use that as different, you know, like 2 different blushes and a bronzer and stuff. That's just not, it's just too small for that. And then lastly is a liquid lipstick, and it's in the shade Plum Naked, and it was such a pretty shade. Again, I've not used any lip product from her at all, so it looks like that in the tube. And let me get you a swatch here. It's very, very pretty. Just a really good work for everybody sort of shade. So I'm gonna do probably a get ready with these products if you guys would like to see that. And you know, kind of a review at some point, or maybe I'll use them for a few weeks and then do a get ready with me so you can see how they work and talk about what I thought about them. I did do some shopping with my friend Michelle before, the day before I went to IMATS, and I bought a lot of pieces at a store called Additional. It's a clothing store up there. It's a plus size clothing store up there. And I have never been in that store, and I really liked it. It's kind of like Lane Bryant, only more, I feel like the pieces are a little more trendy. You know what? It's a cross between Torrid and Lane Bryant, in my opinion. And I really liked it, by the way. So I don't know if you guys would want to see those things or not. Let me know. So I did get these 2 empty things. Actually, Michelle saw these when we were checking out. It's just like an empty little spray bottle from Eve Pearl. They were like $1. So I thought that might be nice for travel. So I'd throw those in there and tell you about that. Okay, so I knew when I finished filming yesterday, I was like, I forgot something, and I could not place what it was that I had forgotten. And then today when I went to use them, I was like, this is what I forgot. So I'm gonna stick this in somewhere. I purchased 3 Smith Cosmetic brushes, and I had a whole list of ones. I talked to Trisha from A Glittery Life because she uses a ton of their brushes, and she gave me a whole list. So 4 of them I already had. Some of them I think were sold out, so I got these 3. And this one, I have to tell you, I've been using this one. It's my favorite highlight brush currently. It's the Smith 112. So it's not quite as tapered as, say, the, what is this? The Goss 02 brush. You can see it's not quite as tapered. And I don't know, there's just something about it. It's just a really great brush when you are really trying to just buff the crud out of your highlight. So really, really like this brush. I think it would work great for contour. It would work great for sort of precise powder application. But what I've been using for and loving it for is highlight. It's amazing for that. Okay, this one I've not used yet. This is the Smith 232. So it's a crease brush, and it has just there's just a little bit more fluffiness to it than some of the other crease brushes that I have. You know, I'm a sucker for a crease brush. So that is what that one looks like. It's kind of like a MAC 222, only a little more tapered at the top and a little fluffier. And then lastly, and this is really interesting. So this is one that when Trisha had suggested it, she said, and ask them how they use it or what, you know, they use it for. So this is a Smith 220. And see how wide that is there? I have used this, but that is the coloring of the brush. So she gave me a couple of things for it, and here's what I've tried so far. I've used this on myself as well as on a client. And it's amazing for like really just buffing and like blowing out whatever you're putting beneath your lower lash line. Works great for that. Works great, I have to look in my mirror. Works great for putting color, you know, up under your brow bone, highlighting that. And for kind of that cleanup sort of method to get a really straight line right here, I really like this. This is a good multi-purpose brush. You wouldn't think that it could do a whole bunch of things just by looking at it, but I love it. I would imagine you could, if you were a nose contour person, this would work really well for that, to place it and then buff it out with something else. So you probably could even buff it out with this, but you'd have to be really careful not to get a straight line. Anyway, so those are the 3 brushes that I got from, those are the 3 brushes that I got from Smith, and I just wanted to tell you that quickly. And before I leave, in case you're curious, this lipstick is the Eve Pearl that I showed earlier in Plum Naked, and I have a combination of the Pure Cosmetics Soiree palette and Jaclyn Hill palette on my eyes today. And for blush, I am wearing this Alouette in Blooming Berry. All right, so when we had the meetup, we met up at Starbucks first and just chit-chatted for a little bit, which was really fun. And Alice and Loretta came to that, and Loretta's son, God bless him, he stayed for a little bit and he was like, I'm out. He went shopping. And then Helen met us in the mall because she wasn't able to come until a little bit later. So we went, and so it was the five of us. I had to count for a minute in my head. My friend Michelle, myself, Loretta, Helen, and Alice, and we went to Sephora first. And I gotta tell you, that Sephora had much more than my Sephora ever has. So I just wanted to show you, they had like the whole Tom Ford line that we don't have that. They had YSL, and a lot of Sephora's YSL has gone out of. What else did they have? Oh, Burberry. They had the whole Burberry line. I was just really surprised by it. But okay, so first of all, I've not seen anybody talk about these. I've worn one of these already. I am really excited about these, like really excited. So these are the new liquid blushes from NARS, and maybe I'm under a rock, I'm watching the wrong people, I don't know, but I've not heard anybody talk about these. They did say new next to them, and this is what they've replaced their cream blushes with. I will say this, they didn't bring back some of the ones that I really like. Penny Lane, they didn't have that. They had 4 shades. I am saying 4 shades. They had Orgasm, Dolce Vita, those are the 2 that I purchased. They had Luster, I put that on my hand, it was really orange. I didn't like it at all. Then there was a 4th shade that I can't remember. I tried them all, and these were the 2 that I thought. So, and I feel like it ought to tell you something a little bit, that I tried it on my hand, because I normally, in the old days, I would have bought all the shades and let's go with a review. And in the past, probably 3-4 years, I've really toned myself down. And when I see something new, I don't buy every shade in it. I normally will buy one, test it, and then see about going back for more. But I liked this so much on my hand that I ended up getting 2 of them. So I'm gonna give you the Orgasm first. So there's the little drop, and then I'm gonna show you what that does for coverage. So that's not even obviously blended out. That's just, oh you guys, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. I think these are gonna be hugely popular. And it dries down to almost kind of like a powder finish. It's not really a powder finish, but it dries down. And I don't like a cream blush for the most part anymore, because I will do my foundation and then I do a powder foundation over the top of it, and not a lot of cream products will go over that and work well. These do, and they stay. Can you tell how excited I am about these? So, and you know, hopefully one of the ladies is watching that can mention below. I mean, you should ask them how excited I got when I was like oohing and eyeing, and I was a bit ridiculous. But what can I say? So then Dolce Vita. So these are the 2 next to each other in the things you can see. Orgasm and Dolce Vita. And Orgasm, the thing I want to say about that is it has that really pretty peachy pink shade, but it doesn't have that gold sheen that some of us don't like, to have that kind of sheen on our skin. So, and Dolce Vita, you guys, I just put, you saw the tiniest little bit that I put on there. These are gonna last a long time. I gotta blend this out somewhere here. It's just so pretty. I highly recommend these. I've not tried everything in this haul, but good gracious, so pretty, so pretty. And then I got 3 lip products, and that was these are the last things that I purchased. So I liked the Smashbox Petal Metal and Crimson Chrome so much that I wanted to get another shade, and this is in their Be Legendary Liquid Metal shades. And I wanted this one, it's always out where I'm at. And I have to tell you, Alice like disappeared because it wasn't where I was looking. Alice disappeared, came back with it. She was like she was my savior that day with the Blanc Type, and then finding this. And this is in, what is it? Mauve Squad. It's so pretty. I mean, I'm telling you guys, this really is just 80s Frost brought back as metallic. But I actually haven't worn that yet. I don't know if I'm going to love it exactly all by itself, but I think much like the Petal Metal, I'm going to really enjoy it on top of things. I just, ooh, it's so pretty. And I bought this is, a friend of mine had suggested this a long time ago, and I just hadn't got it. This is by Burberry, and it's their Liquid Lip Velvet. And this is in the shade Fawn Rose, number 9. So it's in this really pretty frosted packaging. Burberry always has nice packaging. And this is a very, I would call it a cool pink. So pretty. I've not tried this at all either. Definitely matte. Definitely matte. And then lastly, I didn't know about these either. So I don't know. Honestly, I kind of feel like I've been living under a rock with as much travel as I've been doing. But this is by Hourglass. And these are the Ultra Slim High Intensity Refillable Lipsticks. And it says Confession. I'm not sure what Confession means. The color is in I Want, but look at this. And you guys, this is heavy. Listen. You probably can't tell, but that's heavy. It just feels nice in your hand. Hourglass also really has great packaging. So you can see as the Hourglass comes like this. So pull this out. Product comes up like this. There's not much product in here. 3 ounces. I don't know what a normal lipstick has. 0.9 grams is what's in there. And it's really pretty. So I went back and forth about getting a shade, like a red shade. There's a really pretty red one that I wanted. Helen and I were swatching a bunch of them, and I really wanted the red one. And actually, I think Alice got a red one. But anyway, so pretty. And these do twist up and back down, and they have the shade right on here, which is nice because you can somehow take this off of here. I don't want to try now because I'm not quite sure how to do it. And I could buy a different shade to stick in there. So I imagine you could buy different shades and just kind of just use this as your, you know what I mean? Like as the, buy a bunch of shades, you could just change them out as what you're going to wear for the day. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, so that is everything. I want to say thank you again to the ladies that came out and shopped with me, and we just had such a great time. I'm so blessed to have such amazing subscribers and friends, so just thank you. If you have any questions on anything, go ahead and leave them below. Particular reviews you want before other reviews, leave them below. I do think I might do a get ready with me here in the next couple of videos, maybe use some of these to show you guys what I'm talking about, and maybe I'll do kind of a first impression, not a review, but just kind of, I'll try this. I don't know. So we'll see. Maybe I'll do a little get ready with me with some of these products very soon. And I think that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're, oh no, I forgot to tell you what's on my face. Good gracious. I just am all over the place today. So I have today the Missha Perfect Cover BB Cream with the IT Cosmetics Celebration Foundation Illumination over the top of that. And for blush today, I have the, I think it's #1, but it's Limelight by Elcombe, the #1 blush. And then as my highlight, I have the Elizabeth Arden. I was digging in my drawers a little bit for some new, you know, rediscovereds. And this is the Rose Illumination. This was limited edition and is so pretty. And then on my eyes, I used a combination of the Tarte Rainforest Rainforest of the Sea Volume 2. I have this shade right here on the outer third of my lid, and then I have a combination, believe it or not, of this shade and this shade right here on my inner third. And then for transition colors and that sort of thing, I use the Naked Basics 2. And then on my lips, I use the Alouette in Blooming Berry. Thank you for everybody who helps me find the name on this. On my lips, it's a lip and cheek stain. And then I went over with the Buxom White Russian. I think that's everything. So, all right. Thank you again for watching. I hope you're having a great day. And everything that you do, be beautiful. Bye.